We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. A quick throw, but incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. This defense for the Bills, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They've got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating. But his message there, keep waiting. Fournette, a first down carry. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
2nd down, back to Fournette. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Allen, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. Whoa! It still won't go down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 129 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Got a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. And it's caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Hubbard. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? This is Samuels. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jalen Samuels, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. And all the way down to the 26.
Let's go. It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
Running left, it's Fournette. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack. And
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. He gets away from one. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. And that's on the guard, Cody Ford. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. From the 41, Allen escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Lavonte David. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Brady. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brady, open man, Gronkowski complete. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Room here to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now Leonard Fournette. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A handoff to Fournette. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Succop for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
A final shot before half for Allen. That'll be caught. It's Toney. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Let's go. Let's go.
So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Here's Bass now to send it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Extra point try now for Succop. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. touchdown now. It's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He will score. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go. Alpha.
Fournette once more on second down. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Brewer. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speedboat. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
Succop for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Allen eluding the pressure right. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Allen. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Here's Allen. Flush to his right. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They do go for it. Here's Allen. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. To the air, Allen. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage.
Touchdown! Stephon Diggs. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
second down. Back to Fournette. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, 66. Watch safety green. 72. Safety's green. Hey,
here's a give to Fournette. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
36. Hey, ball 66. 72.
This is Fournette. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Airing this one out for Evans. And this is caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point put through by Saka. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And meanwhile, Allen's throw there caught by Gallup. And he's got some space here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Checks this down to Hubbard. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's Allen to throw it. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. Play action. Now it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
On second down now, it's Hubbard, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. To throw, it's Allen. Flushed out right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
One final try here for Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
123 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. On first down, Brady. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off right around the 43. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Fournette once more on second down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, He's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Now Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, Fournette. Fighting gets through, and now an opening. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Buccaneers are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop, and the lead now up to 14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and we'll do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On 2nd down, It's Hubbard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Allen now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Brady going to look to throw. A pass underneath for Fournette. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. For Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?